dude, this thing stays so tight too.
Just when you thought I couldn't get it out of control.
I don't know if I've been in a car with this much horsepower that handles so nice.
Holy smoke! This is something special right here, guys.
That's amazing.
Yep. There we go. Welcome back to another video here at Coyote Classics. I'm Chad, this is my son Dalton, and today we are super excited to show you all the awesome muscle car inventory we have in stock.
As we go through the shop, showroom, show you some of the new inventory, comment down below what the favorite car is that you see, and make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another one of our cars. So lined up out front, we have some awesome muscle cars, some great ones over here on the right and the left. We're gonna start with the Mustangs and work our way towards the Camaro.
Not too many times in the same week do we get two beautiful fastback Mustangs in.
And two unique colors too. We got the grabber blue, and then I love that gold green on the 71 right there.
Exactly, that second Mustang's one we bought last, and I love that color even more so than this. I was super pumped about this one, but I love that green. Check this out though, it's an awesome grabber blue. The interior is beautiful, love the steering wheel. Again, these are just how they come in. A little dusty and stuff, but we'll give them to Jay, and they're gonna look awesome here next week.
The big thing with this car, Dad, is tell them what's under the hood.
Big block 429, and it runs and drives fantastic.
Yeah, a lot of power. Anytime you get a 429 in something, it makes it a little added fun.
Yeah, it's definitely a cool car. This one here is just a fastback. The grabber blue is a factory Mach 1. This was restored probably back in 2004, something like that early, and he finished it up probably about 5 years later. This was completely stripped down, the glass all taken out of it. We do have some restoration pictures of it. Beautiful restoration, and when he did that, he went with the rear slats, the Mach 1 trim, a Mach 1 hood, and love the choice of wheels and tires on it as well.
Yeah, the paint on this is very nice, and it runs and drives fantastic.
What's the under the hood like on this one? You bought this one.
Under the hood's probably the only thing that I would go ahead and do some work to, just detail wise.
Yep.
But
different air cleaner, stuff like that. But they did do a nice job in all the jams and everything like that, didn't they?
Yeah.
It's got power steering, which is a huge plus.
Yep, it is. Now these two are...
Now this is the one I bought.
Yeah, I went and picked it up in Omaha. Chad,
turquoise on turquoise, numbers matching, 1967 Pontiac GTO with factory air. The underneath of this is absolutely gorgeous. We had it up on the hoist yesterday. Love the original interior. I mean, just check that out. Low mileage. When I say low mileage, what do we got? 118? That's the original seats he had in that car.
It almost looks, especially when you look at the floors, the all original floors that still almost look shiny and black. It almost looks like an 18,000 original mile car. Which,
it does, but I'm sure it's not.
No, but
it is numbers matching motor still. It's got the Protecto plate, the number on the motor matches the Protecto plate, everything's kosher there, and it runs and drives fantastic.
And original color combination too.
Yeah, beautiful paint though, one repaint, the body and paint is gorgeous, and this color is gonna sell this car.
Yeah, and some of you that have been watching us for a handful of years might recognize this big block 69 Camaro, or maybe not. This one might have sold before it ever made it to the site.
I think it did. It did it again.
It did it again. Yeah, so this one actually just came in yesterday, and Dave sold it yesterday before we even
He had a customer looking for a
a
1969 Camaro, and this was one of Dave's personal cars years ago. So, wow. It's the first time I looked at it again since we sold it last year.
I drove it too. It's
Look
mechanically
at
awesome.
Look at the corners of the doors and stuff. You know what? Hopefully we'll get it back again someday.
Yeah, absolutely. And
gorgeous
I bet the
car.
third time it'll sell before it ever makes it to the site too.
Yeah.
So if you see any of these three out here that you like, call us and we can try to get you some more information before.
We do have a few new ones that are in the shop, so we'll go ahead and go through those next. Let's head on in, Dalton.
Yep. Also peeking at us over there is our black Trans Am that we've had so many calls on.
Let's show them really quick.
Yeah.
We spent about 3 days on this. Got a lot of the bugs out of it. The door panel was hitting a little bit in the window. Just going through everything that needed to be done. Adjusted the shifter. What a gorgeous car now, though.
And it sounds so wicked.
4-wheel disc brakes, beautiful wheel and tires. It's a show car, isn't it?
It is. And I was out between the two buildings yesterday, and Mark was driving it up the road, and I could hear this thing when he was crossing the bridge. I mean, just sounds awesome. Brand new 3-inch dual exhaust. It's
with
damn
the
cool.
wind, we might not do the video of this one today, but we'll have to check it out. We're gonna definitely get it on the website with new pictures.
Absolutely. All right, let's head in and show them some other stuff.
Okay.
Pop in and see what's happening in the sales department. Update from Dave. What do you know?
Well, we're selling a bunch of them, I know that. So we just sold 3 yesterday with the Grand Prix and the 69 Camaro that was here, well, for a day. Like,
We broke some hearts already.
Yeah.
I mean, Dave's a heartbreaker on that. That car's nice.
Yeah.
I was just going to come in
you
and ask
called
you.
me after I sold it to you 2 years ago, and you're like, Dave, these are the kind of cars we like.
Yeah.
You said it just like that. Well, and Mike checked it in, so the next day he came up to me and he goes, why did you ever sell this car? I was like, I don't need that right now.
I know, I was wondering, dude.
Yeah.
How does that make you
Yeah.
feel seeing it again a year later? I bet
It
you're
was
like,
exciting to see it again.
It was.
I'm thrilled with it, and it's a great car and stuff like that.
and he made a
So-
friend of the guy you sold it to. He knows he's getting a great
Yeah,
car.
he is. Yeah, down in Florida, great guy, works at a hospital and stuff like that. And
Makes
yeah,
you feel
so
good about it.
yeah, I feel good where it's going and things, and yeah. So
Good, man. We'll keep selling
Yeah,
them, buddy.
all right, well,
Didn't even hit the website. We just took a video. It'll show up on Sunday out here, and no one even gets a chance to buy it except for the guy you remember.
that's why you gotta call and check in with us so that we know what you're looking for. So when it does come, yeah, you can buy it. You get
Before
a little
it
edge. So
There you
give us a
go.
call.
Cool. Thanks, Dave.
This car was good for me until Dave sold it. This is a heartbreaker for me. I absolutely love this 76 Grand Prix SJ. 8-track tape works. We've played quite a bit of Mel Tillis 8-track in there every time we've taken it out.
As we talk about a couple red beauties that haven't sold, which I'm really surprised about, the 70 Charger is the nicest one I've ever personally seen. Okay, inside and out, underneath, it's awesome. But this one here, I think it's priced like at 36-ish, and it's got a brand new 440 almost with aluminum heads, red on red, bucket seat, great stance, great wheels and tires, super fast.
This one is a new car that snuck through to the website. Really nice Nova. I did pictures and video of this the other day.
This is probably the best one Rod bought in the last 3 weeks, all around. You know what I mean? It's just, for the money that we're asking for it, it's got gorgeous paint, great stance, solid, and it's a 4-speed.
Yeah, there's so much metallic in it where it's almost like
A bluish gray metallic.
yeah, it's
inside of
beautiful.
it.
A lot of sparkle.
And but look at that, seriously. Absolutely show car, show paint, show engine base, show interior, and a ton of power with that aluminum radiator, steering, brakes, disc brakes. I mean, this has got it all.
This is another car that you'd seen a couple weeks ago in our Sunday video when it just rolled off the trailer. Now I just put it on the site. This is a fantastic 77 Camaro, gorgeous paint, 4-speed.
There's nothing you can say negative about this one. A true survivor. And trust me, if you watch the drive video of this one drives as nice as it looks.
Yeah, it's just special. And the 4-speed's huge, you know. A lot of them are automatics. It's not too often you run across a 4-speed one.
It's got good gears in it too. It's got
It
like
does.
373s.
Shit's awesome.
As we talk about the 2 fastbacks we just talked about that came in, this Mach 1 is probably one of the nicest 73s almost in existence. I guarantee it's one of the nicest ones for sale right now, anywhere.
Yeah. Q code, got all the options.
Here's
Very
the
nice.
satellite I was talking about. We've had it way too long. It's not the car's fault, guys. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's our fault. But beautiful paint, chrome, bright work, wheels, tires, buckets, 4-speed. Here's another really nice one. A real deal, 1971 Camaro Rally Sport. Another true survivor, older repaint, laser straight.
Original RS.
Right beside it, fastback, Boss 302 clone. Fantastic car. We've had it for a couple months. I can't find one single thing wrong with it. Runs and drives great, new wheels and tires. This is new to the inventory right here. A real deal Super Sport, red, black bench seat, 4-speed. Fantastic car, runs and drives awesome.
As you said, 138 in the VIN.
Yeah,
real
real
super
deal.
sport, 4-speed, big block.
This Mustang convertible came in on trade. I think we have this one priced right around that 35 mark. And runs and drives great, nice interior, brand new top. And it's got a lot of cool muscle car options. It's got the spoiler on the back. It's got the hood scoop, side louvers, and it's got the front GT front end as well. So
It's a really sharp car and it sounds great too. Some new ones back here. Mike's doing a check-in on this 68 Mustang. He found out that this has the numbers matching 302 in it.
Tell us about it. What do you got?
68 Mustang. It's a pretty nice car. It's mostly original engine, numbers matching.
Dude.
Nothing really major to complain
Freaking
about.
clean. I love the paint and body. I love the color of it. A little GT cone with there.
Yeah, paint looks good. Needs a little buff, but it's in good shape.
Is that something you're gonna do too, buff it?
Yeah. Interior's in good shape, solid underneath. It has had some floors put in it, but it was a nice job.
Let's see that. What do we got?
Let's take a look at it. So
what
it's
Mike
not
was saying
uncommon
here.
for old cars to have metal replaced. I mean, these are 50, 60-year-old cars, and a majority of them have had metal replaced. The question is, how was the job, you know? Sometimes you'll see people just put in flat sheet metal and really shitty, you know, welds. This doesn't look that way at all.
No, it really doesn't. They didn't do the full pans like all the way around. You can see they did the full pans here. See how they welded this all in here, okay? And they did seam seal it and clean it up pretty nicely on both sides. Isn't the best job I've ever seen, but it definitely is it's a good job, okay? Like Mike said, they didn't do they could have put a little flat piece in, kept it small. No, they went ahead and did the correct pan, all welded in, butt welded in there. So yeah, they did do a good job, but like I said, if you want to absolute show winning paint underneath, I like going with the full one-piece pans.
Yep.
I've done that in the past, and it's more expensive though, but
But some people get so nervous whenever they hear that something's been replaced. But think about it, you know, how many 68-year-old guys have their knees replaced or things like that? You know, these are old cars, and it just matters how it was replaced.
You wouldn't want to have a car with original brakes on it that are 40 years old. That's just a piece of the car. It wears out. It goes bad.
Yep.
Good point. So I really like this one. Like I said, I love the color. I love the light blue stripe on the bottom. You put that wheel well trim on there, I think it's going to really help those wheels, Mike.
Yeah, it's a damn sharp car.
Thanks, Mike.
All right.
So
Timmy's time. Got
Tim
another
time.
project going
So
on.
here's what we had. We bought a very nice SS clone. Okay, it is a clone, but under the hood is a 427 on this thing with vintage air conditioning.
Drives awesome.
So how nice. But this was holding it back.
Ooh, velour. That looks like Grandpa Hope's old rocking chair fabric.
It
That
does.
blue one he
Yep,
had.
it does. And he had that for about 80 years.
Yep.
So that kind of tells you how old this is. Okay. Anyway, the velour is not our favorite here at Coyote Classics. The seat covers were the same way. No, this is the new ones.
That's the new ones.
Where's
There's
the
still
old
one in the car.
Okay, yeah, let's show them. So we just found it difficult to try to sell it like the other guy did, right? So if we're trying to make something a little better, a better value, show them what we did in the back seat. So the back seat's done. All 4 new door panels are done as well, okay?
That versus the velour, that looks so much better.
We did put brand new door rubbers on as well, okay? Corners of the doors are great. The rest of the car is super nice. What Tim's doing right now is it was an automatic on the column car. Next thing you know, Tim's gonna go ahead and put that clear plastic in, aren't you, Tim? So we went ahead, we're gonna spend a lot of money doing that, taking that plastic out, taking all that apart, but you know what? It looks tacky with the park reverse. You know what I mean? It just shows it was a 2-speed power glide car. We're turning this into an SS where a guy can be proud of it. We're gonna get rid of that.
Yep.
So
Look good. Show you under the hood real quick.
yeah. Sorry to put you on the spot there, Timmy.
427 under the hood, air. They did a beautiful job on this car. The interior was the only thing that was really holding it back. So
They did a great job. I love, even the firewall's all painted. They got rid of the heater box. They went ahead and did the vintage air unit, power steering, power disc brakes. It's gonna be a good car with that 427 in there. And probably one of the most beautiful colors I've ever seen on a 67 Chevelle.
yeah, it's gorgeous. And I like the stance, wheels, tires.
Tim buffed it too, and that made a big difference. Did it change? It changed quite a bit, didn't it, Tim, after the buff? Yep.
Looks good, Tim. All right, we had this car a couple years ago, sold to a local guy, traded it back in as he does every couple of years. But this car has always been in my head as one of my favorite cars we've ever had here, and I'm so glad to have it back. 1961 Impala bubble top.
348 tri-power, 4-speed, 4-wheel disc brakes, power steering.
But it's like it's a resto mod. We'll work our way around to Justin. It's got probably the most beautiful interior I've ever seen.
Air conditioning too.
Air conditioning, 4-speed, 4-wheel disc brakes.
Yeah, this is gonna be one that should be, we just put a new clutch pressure plate and throwout bearing in it. Did you say you did get that done already?
Yep.
That was fast.
Went
Good.
back in and
How's it?
Putting the stick back in it right now for the shifter.
Yeah, it just had a little, it had a little bit of throw-out noise when the clutch was completely pressed in. So.
But it's just a really, really high-end build. These are Cadillac seats that they recovered and got rid of kind of electronics. They look right in there for the car, but
they've got the bolster, they're comfortable, their power, and they match, the back seat, front seat, door panels. Everything's been high-end upholstered.
Yeah, I mean, this car is just high dollar, beautiful restoration.
If you're looking for a 61 bubble top and you want one, this one's, I think Gary took this to every show. He won like Best of Show.
Yep,
and
he did.
He won a ton of trophies on it in the last year and a half.
Yeah, he said he won pretty much Best of Show at everything he took it to.
So, Brant is working on the little Mustang that Tim worked on for what? Probably a week. We did all new interior. We're just trying to finish up a couple little mechanical issues.
If you haven't seen our walk around from 2 Sundays ago, check that out. We show what Tim all did to the interior on this car, and it's pretty remarkable. But there was an issue with the flywheel, so now it's over here to Big Hoss Brant to get her dialed in mechanically.
Yep, just had a little flywheel issue. We get it figured out.
Awesome.
So unfortunately, we're telling about our problems sometimes we have. So we had one person, which we never advise, one person, Timmy, took this apart, put it back together, it wasn't quite right yet, still the wrong part. So now it gets over here, Brand's not real happy about putting Timmy's work back together. I hear about it yesterday, he's pretty pissed off, we talk about it.
I'm pretty good at putting together puzzles, you know that.
I know, but you don't like it. So he immediately put the new flywheel, put it back, because that's what someone said it needed, and he put it in there, and guess what? Still has the same problem. So when you switch people around on a different job like that, it doesn't work.
Right. I did figure it out.
What is it
on
then?
this torque converter, it's got 2 drain plugs, kitty wampus on the torque converter. So I'm gonna get these lined up now, and it'll go together, and she won't make no more noise.
Awesome.
So I figured it out.
Good work, Brant.
Good, thanks, bud. This one you might have noticed came in like what, 3 weeks ago?
Yep.
And here's the problem with us fixing all these things at Coyote Classics before we go ahead and put them out there for sale to you guys, it just takes so long, right? I mean, we bought it 3-4 weeks ago. It went through our check-in process. Mark worked on it too, but now he had to order brake parts. Tell us what you did to this, Mark.
Wound up doing brakes all the way around. New wheel cylinders were leaking, or the old wheel cylinders were leaking, hoses were leaking. I got new rear wheel cylinders, started bleeding them. Brand new one started leaking.
Oh shit.
So I had to pull it back apart, redo the wheel cylinders, had a hole in the float on the sending unit, so the gas gauge works now. And when you go to left turn, both turn signals would flash back there, so we had to wind up putting the turn signal switch in it.
So people just, this is what you guys as customers just don't understand. When we buy this was supposed to be ready to go, ready for the lot, right? But they're not.
It wouldn't run.
Oh, that's important.
Whoever wired that MSD in
Yeah.
didn't have it wired in correct.
Well, this has got air conditioning too.
They had this blue wire right here that I had to run to the starter. It was hidden behind, they never had it hooked up. So now you hit the key and
Now it's running right. It's got aluminum heads and stuff. No wonder why it wasn't running with crap before, right? If that MSD wasn't getting the full 12 volts, probably.
It wasn't.
So it's just a good example of like we buy stuff privately, and this is still a great car, but just all the little things that a guy can get into. You know, you might be able to buy it a little cheaper privately, but then next thing you know, you have $12,000 in just
Extra.
little stuff. Yeah.
And that's what we find. I mean, the other day we sold a 63 Impala. We had $3,800 in shop expense on brakes and front end ball joints and just stuff like that.
Yep.
Stuff that we didn't see when we went and bought it.
Yep, absolutely.
Good job, Mark.
It adds up. I mean, I try to fix them so the customer doesn't have to do it.
Absolutely. Good. Good work, Mark.
It's got to be safe. It's got to be safe.
Thanks.
Jay Bird just pulled the Camaro in that Dave sold, doing a little power wash action. Yep.
Get wet and wild with Juicy J.
All right. So this is our last stop on today's tour. A few cars in here to check out, but a few of them are sold. This is where we house a lot of the sold cars waiting to go out. First, before we talk about the cars, let's talk about this. Again, if you go back to our video that we did 2 Sundays ago, you kind of seen just the real raw goods of this mural that Robin's been working on for a couple weeks. It's gonna be awesome.
It's in 3D kind of. See how it just goes way back in there. Looks like it goes a mile deep.
It's damn cool. She's one of the most
And
talented
this is
people I've
just
ever
the
seen.
start of it. I mean, I can't wait to get all the individual people with their lunch boxes and their different, it's all gonna take it back into the 1960s, how they dressed, what they took to work.
Yep.
I mean, all different kind of individuals. So
Pretty
it's gonna
neat.
be pretty cool going in there. Man, just look at the coloring of it, all the neons and
Yeah, it's very impressive. So that's gonna be fun to have that finished up. One of the funnest test drives I think we've had in a while, and this is on this 73 Challenger. Man, holy shit, dude! This thing stays so tight too. How? It just like
just
stays.
constant, just a little slope like this.
Wow.
And then a little bit like this, but,
But
it
it
didn't
stays.
feel.
I don't know.
We'll find out. Yep, there we go.
I don't know if I've been in a car with this much horsepower that handles so nice.
No, this is something special right here, guys. I mean, usually when you get this horse, you got to deal with something rattly and crappy, you know?
Yep. Woo, shit.
That's nuts. Holy smoke!
That's amazing.
Just when you thought I couldn't get it out of control. Amen on that. That was the first time I've ever got out of control where Dalton's like, dude, we're going to the ditch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I had to agree with you. It was heading right for the ditch.
But that thing is just wicked and awesome. And I think all I could say was wow when we were driving that. So somebody got an awesome car, lasted about a day on the site, and I'm excited for them to get behind the wheel of it.
The Camaro over there really quick. I love that Camaro. Factory 4-speed, beautiful paint, leather interior, all original interior. There's nothing bad to say about that one. Cold air conditioning. This Chevelle we're really missing out on. 427, I think in this one, wasn't it? Aluminum heads. I mean, this one's the one you beat me on that awesome 455 Buick.
Yep. It
So
is.
that one's got a lot of snort. Roadrunner sold. It's going to Switzerland.
Yep.
Is that right?
Yep. This is a great time to talk about, for you guys out there watching, these cars, we sell them all across the country. So if you're in California seeing this and you're like, oh, I'm too far away, no, you're not. We sell to California all the time.
He
give us
had,
a call. We
he
can
had
help
this
you out.
inspected. We dealt with him time and time again over email, phone calls. He had it inspected. He felt really comfortable. We made him feel comfortable as well. And he's going to be very excited with this Roadrunner.
This Mustang Coupe, another fantastic car that somebody's missing the boat on. Just really nice paint, beautiful original interior, runs and drives fantastic.
Nothing wrong with it. Maybe
Nothing
your
wrong with it.
pictures aren't any good, D.
I think
Maybe you
could
took
be.
bad pictures.
I might have took bad pictures. Somebody's missing out. Somebody buys it for my bad pictures, then they're gonna get a great deal. Otherwise, we're gonna
We had a lead on this one today, which we should have had 10 leads by now. Real deal super sport, factory numbers matching 283, 4-speed, tack, gauges, under 40 grand. This one here is a barn buster too, right?
Yep.
Fantastic car, El Camino, air conditioning works, runs and drives great. You're looking for a pickup, can't find one under 20 grand, buy this.
Absolutely. Hey, thanks for watching this Sunday's walk around. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you never miss another one of our cars. Comment down below what you're driving. Let us know what car you got in your garage if you have one. And if you don't, let us know what you're looking for. Anything to say in closing?
Man, we've seen a lot of cool cars today, and I think we learned a lot. I mean,
absolutely. So one last thing, it's winter's coming up. If you have any questions on winterizing your classic car, check out our winterizing your classic car video we just posted. You can find that video in the link in the description of this one. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.